If you guys are wanting to build a better team like this,
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
then look no further than u7buy.com. They sell cheap and reliable FUT 22 coins, and they also sell FUT accounts this year. So if you're interested, click the link in the top line of the description and use code MUZZ for 5% off at checkout. Yes lads, and welcome back to a brand new video. Apologies, I am so late to recording this. It's unbelievable. Usually I'll do it at like 3 AM and I'll schedule it for like 9 AM. It's 3 PM right now. It's just, yeah, it's all over the shop. My sleep pattern's all over the shop, so apologies if you usually watch it on the morning. But you guys should still make some very nice coins. We've had some decent content lately. The Hadji coming out yesterday with his brother, not his brother, his son, I think that is. 86 Hadji, pretty sick. Obviously Zidane as well. We got player picks, so a lot of FUT has actually gone up. Informs are like quite a nice price, and not only that, we have finally got future stars in the transfer market. It only took them about 3 or 4 days, but finally, I'm happy they've added it. So if you guys could drop a like, boys, 100 likes as always, that'd be sick. And we do these every day, so make sure to drop a sub. So we're going to start off really simply. Future stars. There's 2 future stars around the 20k mark. You've got Gakpo and you've got Botman. I think they're both around the 16 to 18k mark probably right now. They hold a bit of value because of an SBC that came out. It was a player pick that Brahim requires a future stars, so as soon as that SBC expires, these will probably crash again. But while it works, boys, you may as well. You can get some really nice undercuts. It's about 1,000 coins tax. The only downside to this is there's going to be a bit of competition, so you'll have to be quick. And I'm quick. First time. Easy as that. Easy as that. Flip it for, I'm going to go 16,250. Right, next up, we're going to jump into a lower tier filter. There's a lot of good lower tier filters currently, so if you guys have got a bigger budget, I'd still recommend having a dab in some of these lower tier ones, because they get listed a lot, and a lot of them are selling for like anywhere from 1.5 to like 2k upwards. So we're going to go gold rare left back and French right now. I believe they're selling for about 1.4 to 1.5. You got Lucas, is this Lucas? Lucas Hernandez. But some of the bigger French, let me type in about 4,000. There's some random French right backs. This guy's going for 1.8. Roussillon, I believe, is going for around a couple k, about 3k. So you're getting that couple extra profit as well, which is very tidy as well. So, right, F it. Let's go for another low tier filter that's working very nicely. So we're going to go gold rare once again. This time we're going to go centre back and Brazil. So these are, let's have a look. Earlier, yeah, I was going to say earlier they were about 1.8. Oh, beautiful. The more the better, really. So Verissimo looks like the most likely one to pop up, but there's a lot of Brazilian centre-backs, as you can imagine. Let me type in like 5,000. I'll quickly show you a lot of them. Militao, Gabriel Palista. I think Militao's up at like 3 or 4. You got Diego Carlos in there. Verissimo, Luis Felipe. So you probably got a good 7 or so. So find the cheapest. The tax is minimal again. So we're talking about 2k. You could sell it 2k by the looks of it. So you could snipe for about 1.8 if you wanted. 1.6 for Paulista, you love to see it. I'm not going to go check his exact price because I can't be bothered, but I'm going to list it for 2.1, and I think that should sell pretty rapid. Right, next up, boys, I'm quite proud I found this filter actually, because this is a transferred card. I was keeping an eye on his card because there's not many good transferred cards right now that are selling especially, so yeah, it's quite sick that it works, to be fair. So we're going to go to Ivory Coast. Back when he was in the League One, he was a good little sniping filter as well. So big up to him. Big up. Thanks for being from Ivory Coast. We're going to go Premier League Ivory Coast and left back. So these two are selling for. So you got Kamara, the transferred one. He's gone to. He's gone up even more. He's gone up even more. So he's sniping between Cornet. What the There's no way he's gone up this much. He's now between Cornet and Kamara. Kamara's gone up an absolute ton. Where's Kamara? He was like, someone was him for like 2.8 earlier. What the So if you get Kamara now, you're getting incredible profit. So you're snapping between these two left backs. I was literally about to say that Cornet is actually the more expensive one. These have changed like crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. But, I mean, he must be in some foot bin solution or something. But wow, yeah, you're snapping between Cornet and Kamara. Right, next up, we'll go into a mid-tier one now, but I had to take advantage of all the good low-tier ones. There's a lot of good ones right now, so may as well. We're going to head over to Australia. This is going to be based around a couple, not even just one, but 2 Team of the Weeks in this Team of the Week. This Team of the Week is awful, but yeah, we can make decent use out of it. So this Silver's in Team of the Week, so he's the most likely one to pop up right now. He's about 40, you can maybe sell him at 14.5. And if we go to about 16 or 17... Matt Ryan's in this Team of the Week as well. You can actually get some tidy deals on him, to be fair. So these two are in packs, so you can get some. In fact, Kale's in packs as well, isn't he? So these three are in packs, which is tidy, very tidy. So you got them, and also there's a couple like scrappy 81s that are about the 20k mark. I think Matty Ryan's got an 81 in form as well. So yeah, have a play around with that. 14k, it's about 700 coins ish tax. Right, next up, I'm going to give you a quick multitude. We're going to go just a quick, because they're both around the future stars. They're not working incredibly. They're not as similar in price as I was hoping, but it'd still be incredible if you could hit one of the higher cards. So if we type in Future Stars Premier League, I believe there is 3 that... There's one that's a little bit cheaper. Let me have a look. So Trincao, I believe, is the cheaper. Yeah, there's Trincao about 70. They're actually one-offs, I think. He's about 70. But there's a couple, about 10 or 15k more. You've got João Pedro, and you've also got Tomiyasu. Don't know where Tomiyasu's at, but yeah, if you can hit João Pedro or Tomiyasu, then you're hitting like an extra 10k profit or something. There you go. It's a shame I tried to filter Tomiyasu and Pedro, because these are pretty much the same price, but unfortunately you can't. You've got Trincao in there. So that's the first one. You've always got the chance of hitting like a Kanate as well, so have a play around with that. You will have to be a bit more patient. The next one, similar to the Premier League one, Liga Portugal. I think there's about 5 or 10k difference. These occasionally might be the same price for typing. I don't know what the exact price is, but about 40. So you've got Ramos, and you've also got Pedro Porro. So it looks like it's about 10k difference. But the thing is with these, even if it's mainly Ramos that pops up, you can make insane coins on it. Insane. And there's always that hope and chance that you could hit one of the higher cards. So yeah, I think it's decent. So have a play around with both of them, boys. You can make some very tidy coins. And before we do jump on into the final filter of today's video, we do a little quiz at the end of every video just to see who's made it to the end, so appreciate you if you've made it to the end. Yesterday we did a FIFA 16 guess this card. Very tough one. 52 pace, 64 dribble, I didn't show you, but it was Garay. He wasn't SBC fodder back then because there's no SBCs, but yeah, Mr. Garay, I do not miss you, I can't lie. But yeah, that was yesterday. So today, boys, we're going to completely change it up. I've been doing guess the FIFA cards for a while. I want to change it up a little bit. Let's test your real life football knowledge. Let's test it. So we're going to do this image. So big shout out to Total Football Quiz. I got it from one of their videos. So you're going to guess this player by their transfer, basically. So he started off at Chelsea, went to Rennes, went to Granada. Is it Granada? That's not Granada. It might be Granada. I think it's Granada. Shit. That's going to annoy me because I actually know that badge. I'm going to search it. Is that what badge is that? Boys, resume a second. Pause a second, I mean. Don't resume. Is it Granada badge? Granada. Great football knowledge. I knew that. I was confident. Then went back to Chelsea. So I'm guessing that was a little loan period. Went back to Chelsea. Then went to Birmingham, then went to Sassuolo and Atalanta he is currently at. So have a guess, boys. Chelsea have had an awful lot of youngsters, so good luck. I feel like it's fairly simple. But anyway, let's jump into the final filter. This one is another low tier one, similar to the Brazilian centre-back. I think this might be working. Let's have a look. Is it working better? I think it might be. Nah, it's about the same. Pretty much the bang on same, I think. Niakate being the cheapest. You've got Upamecano, you have got Longley, Lacroix, Langley, Upamecano, Kunde, my bad. So yeah, you've got a good 5 or 6. So it's incredible the fact that it's 2k, because usually Niakate kills it. Usually it's about 800 coins, but again, minimal tax, so you could snipe for about 1.8, and away you go. So we'll end on a little snipe, why not? 1.3 for Niakate, easy as that. The first snipe we get, and it's decent little profit. So there we do have it. Hopefully you guys have made a lot of coins. It is Tuesday today, so I'm not entirely sure what we're getting today especially, but I've seen a lot of leaks. I won't leak anything to you guys, but I will say some of the SBCs coming out over the next couple of months are sick. Like, I don't know how people are getting leaks for in a month's time, but yeah, some of the Future Stars SBCs we're getting are sick. An icon we're getting next month. I think a lot of you guys would have seen it already, so I may as well say it. We're getting an R9, a middle R9 SBC in March, which for EA standard is obscene. I think last year they probably give us like George Best or something last year in March. So usually they give us an R9 in like August. I think it was like July or August, like when the game's absolutely dusted. So the fact that we could get an R9, I mean, he's going to cost like probably 10 million. It might be the most expensive SBC ever, but still, I rate it from here. It gives you something to grind. Hopefully there's no like time period on it. That's the only critic I'll say over here. They had a time in FIFA 20, I think it was, where they were bringing out SBCs with no time limit. Screw the time limit. Screw it. Don't put a time limit. I think there was a Hazard, like a 95 Hazard or something, and it didn't have a time limit on it, and you could literally craft him throughout the whole of the game. Do that with R9. Do that with R9. We can keep grinding FUT champs and just chip away at him, because it's gonna take a bit of chipping, just a bit. Holy shit, he's gonna cost a lot. It's probably like 1089 squads or something. Obscene. We may as well end on this premium pack, boys. So appreciate if you've watched. If you do prefer the later uploads, let me know, and go drop my TikTok a follow as well. I'll do another filter after this. Go on, be Kamara. That's Kessie. In fact, Kamara's not even a board. But I'm off, boys. Goodbye.